Morning. The sound is here. I'm Mike Russell.
I'm Izabela Russell.
And we'd like to ask you to...
Share
this video, please. That'd be really nice if you do that. So just to let you know who we are, we're the co-founders of a conference that we're rather excited about happening this weekend. It's called New Media Europe. It's happening in London. Izabela, tell us more about it.
Oh, I can't wait. I can't wait. We've been working on this for quite some time, so this is all coming together. And 2 days, I can see the counter, 2 days, 14 hours, 20 minutes and 27 seconds.
Let's put that counter on the screen.
It's like,
have
whoa.
a look. Whoa, that is the counter. Yes, it is getting very close indeed.
Yeah, I don't want to sound like, too salesy or anything like that. But it is a conference for anyone who wants to use new media tools. That's full stop. So it's you can have a fully operational business. You can be a startup. You can be a podcaster, blogger, content creator. Or you may have an idea and you want to sort of bring it to life and put it out there for people. This is the place for you to be. You will learn all of the great tools.
All of the new media tools. Tell us a little bit about the kind of crowd we can expect at New Media Europe this weekend. What kind of people will be at New Media Europe? Is it for me, Izabela, or should I just carry on with my life and just have a normal weekend this weekend?
I will tell you, this is for action takers. Okay. Truly action takers.
What does that mean?
What does this mean?
What does action taker mean? What is an action? I take action every morning. I get out of bed and I make myself a coffee. I'm an action taker.
An action taker in a business sense.
Oh, in a business sense.
Yes.
Okay. So it's of serious business people, right?
Serious business people. No, not serious business people. Come on, Mike.
Fun business people.
It's full of people who essentially they genuinely want to take action, do something good with their business, bring it online, reach wider amount of people, use new tools. I mean, don't kid yourself. New media is here. It's forever changing its shape and the way we interact with it as users. And I think it's important that, we know how to use it. We know how to take advantage of all the wonderful things that can come on the back of that. So.
Absolutely. I want to say thank you, by the way, to everyone who has shared this video so far, no matter where you're watching. On Facebook, we've got Jeremy's in the chat. We've got John, morning to you, and a load of likes appearing there as well. So do please, yes, I would encourage you, let's do that once more. Let's do the big flash on the screen. Yes. I do encourage you, please, to share this video. All right, do it. And you might be watching, we've decided to stream this on YouTube this morning as well. Here in the UK, it's morning. And also on Huzzah.io, which I was wonderfully introduced to by Annie Alexander, who's a speaker at New Media
Europe. So we are everywhere. Today we are everywhere. How about that? But yeah, it's like our morning talk. We have coffee in hand. There it is.
Yes, indeed.
Coffee in hand. By the way, yesterday...
and it's a chat with you, really. So we are taking comments. If you want to comment on Facebook, on Huzzah, anywhere, we'll look for your comments and we'll answer any questions you may have.
Yeah, I wasn't very happy with my coffee this morning. Somebody put the cap in the dishwasher and it wasn't smelling right, but now I'm good.
Anyway, let's get into the serious business of New Media Europe.
Serious business.
Which is happening this weekend, 18th and 19th of June in London, England. Fantastic city. It will change your venture one session at a time. Some of our featured speakers here on the front this morning include David Shaw, who's big on storytelling, Fabienne Raphael, who is a bit of a podcasting superstar, and she's going to tell you how podcasting can be great for business.
Hang on. Before we will get any further, I can't help, but I'm feeling like I'm sitting in the radio studio in the morning, and here is the review of newspapers for the day.
Very broadcast friendly. And finally, don't forget Ian Anderson Gray, who's going to have a fantastic session.
You can't stop.
Tools to boost your social media effectiveness. Izabela, over to you.
Thank you. Sorry, Mike. This is really bad of me, really, to taking a mick out of you.
Carry on.
This way around. Hang on. This is the wrong finger. That's the finger out of you.
So what have you got to tell us this morning, Izabela?
Oh, I just wanted to say I'm excited. Today we are having some deliveries with some nice printed goodies and lots of exciting things for our attendees.
Yes.
So
we have... This year we have all the right connectors. It's very important to have a VGA connector, which is lightning friendly. And one thing I can share with you, I did share a little bit on Snapchat on my story. You can follow me on Snapchat, by the way. I'm Mike Russell. I was sharing a little bit about the fact that we were using iPads last year. Yes. They didn't quite work because, of course, most clickers you have, remotes to change the keynote slides, you need to put a USB, and we didn't have the camera adapter or anything like that. So this year we've leveled it up, and I did mention this on my story yesterday. we actually have really cool Bluetooth clickers that don't need any setup. You just basically connect them via Bluetooth to the iPads we'll have in the breakout rooms, and all of our speakers.
They work. Fingers crossed.
No, they will work. They come in today. I'm going to test them, make sure they work. But these are super duper clickers, because I was saying yesterday, obviously a big part of the conference for us is making the experience great for attendees. That's everything from having goodie bags to welcomes to surprises to interesting stuff. But also it's about making the speaker experience good too, because obviously we want the speakers to have a good experience, to deliver, to feel comfortable. And I just feel like a really nice clicker, a cylindrical clicker in your hand will make the difference. Put speakers at ease, particularly if the slides work, and if it's like, oh, it's not working, oh, I need to get closer to the laptop, right? Okay, that kind of thing. So making experience good for everyone. So we have next level
clickers. So you definitely need to make it to the conference just for the clickers.
Absolutely. In attendance, by the way, over the weekend, we have the team from Adobe. They are actually #Team Adobe. We've got some representation from During Gleaves, who is, of course, the product manager for audio at Adobe. Also, I would say one of the big geniuses behind Adobe Audition, my favorite audio editor. So Durin is actually going to be traveling from Seattle. I know he's coming over very soon. He's going to be landing in London soon for that. We've also got Maxim Jago from Adobe as well. So Team Adobe are going to be out and about throughout the weekend for New Media Europe. Also got the Spreaker team back as well. Yeah. Tell us more about that, Izabela.
Yeah, we've got Tonya and Anna together with the 2 new members of the team, so they are going to be giving them initiation on how to run the events.
Yeah. And I'm really excited to say one of our speakers, Colin Gray, who's actually heading up the podcasting panel, which will be on Sunday. Yes. Check it out on the schedule, actually.
We have actually a great guest on that panel. So
we do. Actually, we do. Well, let's feature that in just a moment. I think it would be fantastic to take a look into that podcasting panel and just find out. So we'll go and look at that in a second. But I want to tell you more about Colin Gray and the fact that we have arranged to do some live streaming of New Media Europe. Obviously not all the sessions and stuff, so obviously if you want to see the sessions, buy a ticket, come along this weekend. But we'll have like breakout interviews and bits like that. And Colin and his colleague from the podcasthost.com, Robert, will be out and about with mobile devices. And it's interesting, Izabela, maybe you want to tell the story of how this evolved, because at first we thought we might have a podcast booth, like you see many new media exhibitions. We thought we'd have microphones and booms and do it all very seriously. And we thought, actually, no, we're new media creators. Why are we overcomplicating this? And we found it was complicated, didn't we? So we ended up saying, well, actually, Spreaker are a platinum sponsor. We have a great Spreaker account where we can live stream throughout the weekend. Why don't we just get some iPads, some iPhones, some Lightning connectors, and we'll use some Rode Smart Labs. Maybe we'll use the Samsung Q2U, that kind of thing. So
or Roland recorder.
Roland. Well, the whole thing, Izabela, Roland is about recording onto an SD card and then later editing it.
Oh, I see.
The whole idea of this is using the Spreaker platform.
All right. Don't rub it in. I am not technical on it.
I'm the tech one, right? But it's using those new media tools to get the audio out there as fast as possible. We don't want to be, messing about with editing. We want to do it real time. So, if you get over to Spreaker.com. In fact, I'll give you the full address that you want to go to, Spreaker.com/show/UK-podcasters, I think it is. And that's where we're going to be streaming from throughout the weekend. So go over there, Spreaker.com/show/UK-podcasters.
We are going to have just kind of live interviews. You will get the vibe of the event. You will get get to hear the emotions and what is on people's minds. I think that's going to be quite fun. So I think that's going to be quite cool. And it's amazing how it all started for us with the UK podcasters community. And I will say it again, podcasting is very, very, very strongly at heart of what we do. We are strong believers that it can be a wonderful gateway for people to start their business or online venture. It's a wonderful way to connect with your audience. It's a wonderful way to create community. And podcasting is never going to really go from New Media Europe. So,
indeed, podcasting is at the heart of what we do at New Media Europe. We love the bloggers, we love the vloggers, and it's all a part of what we do. Look, we're live streaming in video now. Just yesterday, Izabela was sorting out.
Does it make us vloggers?
Yeah, live vlogging,
Yes.
I guess. We were blogging. We've been blogging recently. We've had a load of good guest blogs. So that's all part of the new media mix. But podcasters, here are some fantastic podcasters for you. These faces are, I would say, the podcasting elite in the UK. Would you go as far as that?
Not in the UK, actually, not in the UK.
In the world.
In the world, yes. We have Bowie. I don't know really how to say his name properly.
Bew York, yep.
Bew York, there you go. He's coming all the way from the US. He actually has already landed in London. I know he's already around.
Yes, I noticed that. He was talking in our secret Facebook group.
He has been talking in our
secret Facebook group. New Media Europe's secret Facebook group, only for attendees.
That's right. And he's thinking of putting together a meetup for podcasters.
Which would be great.
I did advise him to also post in UK Podcasters group, which is open to everyone. So if you are podcasting, you are very welcome to join. But I know he's looking to get a little podcasting meetup going.
By the way, we've got Nureli in there. What is New Media?
What is New Media?
Go to newmediaeurope.com. The whole explanation is there.
Yeah.
Lee Jax is also there. You pod vloggers, you, he says. Jeremy's he's posted a link, but no, it's not quite correct. The link you posted, it's Spreaker.com/show/UK- podcasters. Yeah. Anita's in there. Love the clear audio and video. Chachi's saying hello. Mark's saying hello. Loads of people watching live right now.
Hello.
So yeah, you've mentioned Bew York. So let's take it in turns to mention some of these podcasters here. I should mention Colin Gray, who I did give a bit of a background on, but I should tell you a bit more about who Colin Gray is and what his authority is to host the podcasting panel at New Media Europe. So Colin is a fantastic podcaster. He has a website called The Podcast Host. In fact, I wonder if maybe we can find his website right now and put it up on the screen, because that would be absolutely wonderful. Thepodcasthost.com. What I really like about it is it's fully secure. It's HTTPS. Colin doesn't mess about. So what his company does is it helps you to podcast, stand out, grow, trust, nurture your fans. He's got stuff going on. So obviously podcast editing, learning the craft of podcasting, best equipment. It's all there on his website. Very comprehensive, very cool stuff. I mean, just a ton of stuff in here. He's also got a team. He's bringing some of his team. Certainly Robert is coming from the podcast host. Unfortunately, Matthew, who we love and adore, is going to be in the United States at the time, so won't be at New Media Europe. But two members of the podcast host, Colin Gray, fantastic chap, and go and check out thepodcasthost.com. Tell us about Ben Green.
So Ben Green is a bit of a podcasting legend from the traditional media side of things. So Ben is working for The Guardian.
As a senior multimedia producer.
Thank you, Mike.
See, I'm good at remembering these things. I'm not actually reading from a script.
Yeah, I know.
I just know who people are.
I know. That's why in a moment I'm going to be giving you like this eye of, come on, Mike, you remember. I am rubbish at remembering those little things. Which
so actually,
good.
We were saying that we have a lot of the traditional media there. Obviously, Ben Green from The Guardian.
Yes.
We also have press attending from ITV, from the Metro newspaper. I believe we've got some of the Mirror there
Daily
as well.
Mirror.
So lots of good press going to be attending New Media Europe this weekend. Tell us more about Ben.
So Ben kind of started podcasting quite a long time ago. I think he has been doing it since, Mike, do you remember when exactly Ben started?
Pretty much since it started. He is actually the author of Podcast Master.
That's right.
Which I can actually go ahead and find on Amazon while you tell us more about the wonderful Ben Green. I'll find his book on Amazon and then let people see it. Go on, tell us more about Ben.
So he wrote a book about podcasting. I believe it probably is the first book on podcasting that ever was published in the UK, certainly. So he's...
Look at that. You can actually see it in the top. You purchased this item. So I can't just, go and fluff around and say, it's a great...
Is it going to also show... You recently also viewed, and is it going to show a lot of embarrassing content?
Of course. It always will with me. I'm not just kind of, blowing smoke or anything like this. I'm actually saying that this is a great book. You should definitely check it out. Podcast Master is brilliant. It's your short guide to broadcasting online, and Ben Green is the author of it, so definitely go and check it out. It's for the Kindle at just 99 pence. 99 pence is really worth going to grab that book, get the lowdown, particularly on the podcasting industry in the UK. By the way, Izabela has just had to pop out for a quick second, so she'll be back in just a moment. But while I'm here, I'll show you that I'm still here, by the way. I can see I can see you're there. Let's go in and go back. Oh, Izabela's decided to come back in. Great. Let's look at Kevin Field. I'll tell you about Kevin Field. Kevin Field is a very long-standing radio colleague of mine. We go back years, and he's also a bit of a marketing genius. He's not just a great podcaster. He's the host of Radio Skills for Podcasters. And actually, maybe we can drag up Kevin Field's website. Let's have a look at Radio Skills for Podcasters, because I think it is important, Izabela, to tell.
It is. Of course it is. To
tell people who are potentially on the fence thinking, should I get a ticket for this weekend?
Funny faces.
You always pull funny faces.
I do pull funny faces, and I'm sorry. You made me feel like I've abandoned our audience. It's not the case. My mum needed support. I needed to take that phone call. She's going through something today, and I need to make sure to be at the other end of the phone for her. So there you go.
That's understood. So Radio Skills for Podcasters. This is Kevin's website. Brilliant. He's got a New Media Europe banner there with buy tickets. Fantastic. So you can still get tickets to the event, newmediaeurope.com. Come and see Kevin. There are others as well. Max Pepe, tell us about Max.
Yeah, Max is actually, I think he's one of the up-and-coming stars in podcasting in the UK. He's got a podcast called Rebel Head Entrepreneur. I think he's got a very unique style. He's got very good branding. He just started podcasting recently, and I think that it's lovely to watch how somebody can start podcasting with such a nice impact that Max has and his brand has. So he's certainly somebody to watch. I think in the UK, I think he's going to go far. So.
Absolutely. And finally, on the podcasting panel, which is between 11:30 a.m. and 12:15 p.m. in the Bond Street Room on Sunday this weekend, we have Anna Piazza, who's obviously we know and love from Spreaker.com. Anna will be giving us the kind of global perspective on podcasting on that panel, because obviously she's, right front and center of a company that is providing podcast hosting for folks all around the world. And I know that she's going to have some interesting information. So she's part of the Spreaker team who will be in attendance across the weekend. So Colin Gray, Bu York, Ben Green from The Guardian, Kevin Field from Radio Skills for Podcasters, Max Pepe from Rebel Head Entrepreneurs, Anna Piazza from Spreaker. It's going to be very, very exciting. Yes. I'm really, really getting very excited about this wonderful weekend.
Yes, Mike, you keep talking and I do not get
Izabela.
Any way to get in.
Izabela, where would you like to take this right now?
So I just wanted to say we're going to have lots of fun at the weekend, It's like, I don't know, why do you always keep it very kind of very broadcast-like? I do like more of a relaxed attitude to broadcast.
All right, well, I'll chill out. Go on then. What do you want to say?
Thank you. Mike chills out. Wow. Watch this. Hang on. This is the finger. It does not happen often.
Thank you. And remember, share this video. Go on, Izabela. Go on. What do you want to talk about?
Yeah, so party.
Yeah.
Today is the last day to get the tickets for the party. So if you would like to come in just to the evening gala, the tickets are being taken off the sale very early tomorrow. Unfortunately, we do need to give final numbers to the venue, and I have pulled my luck with the venue for a bit too long anyway now. So that's your last opportunity. If you can't quite afford to perhaps come to the whole thing, but I would like to get opportunity to network with great people, have a little bit of fun, and meet a lot of very, very interesting people, then you have to come to this. It's your one opportunity to get in. We are not going to be selling tickets at the door. And it's amazing. We have live music. In fact, I'm really excited. We've been chatting with our musical director. We have musical director Jordan, who is looking after our lovely musicians and singers. So we have live music, and they are putting together a really nice repertoire for the evening, which is lovely. So this is all kind of coming together. It's very nice. It's nice. It's actually the first time I'm working with the musical director. I feel like
it's yes, it's going to be an event and a half. And by the way, if you didn't catch us last year at New Media Europe 2015, I thought the party that we had last year, along with the UK Podcasters Awards, as it was known last year, this year it's the New Media Europe Awards. I actually thought that was pretty good.
Yeah, we.
amazing.
Yeah, it was good. Although I do need to say that this year it's going to be very different.
Yes.
Very, very different. So
Yes.
on the video, you've seen people sitting in the rows. Actually, now we will have big round tables. Everyone is going to be dressed in, black tie, so very formal. Yeah. Not formal, but very, well, it is formal, but
nice
it's very nice
people
dress, very
yeah.
celebratory. I think that's the good word for that. And we will have entertainment. And it's going to be amazing. I really, it's like if you are in that scene, if new media is your thing, then you have to make it to the awards, honestly.
Absolutely. Just wanted to give a shout out to our viewers because I'm keeping an eye on comments. Remember, you can share this video. Really appreciate that. Jeremy is having a lot of conversation in there, commenting on a lot of parts of the video, so really appreciate that. Guy Harris is back in there. Hey, Guy. I caught the link to your... do you want to give us the link in the comments to your voiceover service? It's really rather good. I think we should give that a shout out this morning as we didn't have time yesterday. But yeah, we're signed up to that for Music Radio Creative, so that's very good. John's in there as well. We got Martin and a ton of other people that have very kindly shared this video. So thank you very much. Very exciting stuff. We're not just on Facebook Live. We're also streaming this morning on YouTube and Huzzah.io, which Annie Alexander introduced me to. Huzzah is actually pretty good. I quite like it. It's working well. So yeah, very excited about that. No one's watching on Huzzah, but we're streaming on it.
That's good.
It's worth to try, isn't it? To see if there's anyone organically on the platform. Because I haven't promoted the link to Huzzah, so just want to see if anyone's out there.
Hang on, because I think that a lot of people are also tuning in and wanting to know how, as organizers, we actually feel. What are we up to? What are we doing? I think that's quite good to share. This is the beauty of live video. We stream it on Facebook. A lot of our friends and extended friends and friends of friends are probably watching this. So, Mike, what are you doing to keep yourself calm and
sane
and relaxed and just
hang on a second. VoiceOverStudioFinder.com. VoiceOverStudioFinder.com. I'm a big fan of that, and we're the only pin on the Isle of Wight right now. I just wanted to say that. Just wanted to put that out there. So what am I doing to keep relaxed? Not a lot, actually. I'll be absolutely honest and transparent. You want me to be relaxed on this broadcast? I'm not relaxed. I'm usually a very chilled out guy, but recently a lot of good habits have gone in the bin. I'm just literally pouring my energy right into New Media Europe.
Mike is refusing to go to the acupuncture. You see, I'm going to acupuncture. I'm relaxed. I'm calm. I even have, I don't know whether you can see this, but I even have a permanent thing in there from my acupuncturist to keep me calm. So this is what I do, you see?
Well, I did have a green smoothie this morning, so I guess that's good. But definitely, just really pushing everything into this. Yeah. And then afterwards, we are actually going for a long 3-week holiday in France. Yes. We're gonna hang about for about a week and a half after the event, because obviously that's the time when you want to... I have a call
coming in. I have to go. Okay. It's my mom again.
Isabella does have to go. Let's put the dinner party back on the screen. So yeah, obviously after an event, it's always good to see the feedback. And I remember how it was last year when we were in our secret Facebook group for New Media Europe. Just people were commenting, collaborating, having chats. It was fantastic. So I want to be a part of that. And then obviously then it'll be a little bit of relaxed time before we start getting into things for the next year ahead for 2017. So I was just wondering, if you have any questions, do please post them in the comments. If you're watching on Facebook Live, if you're watching on YouTube or Huzzah, let us know exactly what you'd like to know. I know John has asked about the dual stream on Facebook Live and YouTube. So how does that work? So we are using a little bit of software called Wirecast, which is just fantastic, and you can stream everywhere simultaneously. It allows you to do, as you can see, screen shares. I can do logo transitions, bits like that. I can even cut so that it's just on my camera at the moment. So there you go. And I can cut back to dual camera. So very cool piece of software. It's not cheap. It's $499, but there is a cheap, free alternative called OBS Studio, which you can use, again, I believe, with YouTube and Facebook Live and all of that. A guy saying, would have made it a new baby arrival. Congratulations, Guy. That's fantastic. And thank you very much for the kind comments. Really appreciate that. So, yeah, keep them coming in on Facebook Live or wherever you're watching. So let's take a look at the front page. And as I say, it's very, very soon. It's this weekend, 18th and 19th of June. We're very, very excited about it. Podcasting is a big part of the weekend. But actually, if I go to facebook.com/schedule, and you'll be able to see a little bit more of what exactly is happening during the weekend. So obviously on the first day, it's an inspirational day. We just have one track and one set of speakers in one room. So it's going to be a very nice kind of cozy way to get things started. Do the opening words and then straight into Dan Miller with Finding Your Sweet Spot. So that's going to be a fantastic opening keynote. The convergence of passion, talent, and money. Because it's great if you have passion and you have a great talent, but if you're not making any money from it, it's not really going to work. So Dan has that great message for you. We got followed by Valerie, Success Starts With You, then a lovely tea break. Looking at our branding hero is back, Phil Pallen, getting honest about your brand as we head into the lunchtime sort of area. Just ahead of lunch, the power of virtual collaboration with Pilar and Lizette, talking about collaborating all around the world just ahead of lunch when we have a nice long time, just over an hour to socialize, to enjoy, to fuel up your body and mind and get ready for the afternoon's talks, which will include Durand Gleaves from Adobe, talking about what's so new about new media. Obviously, you know, we started off with a huge super 8mm camera and cassette recorders. Now, obviously, this weekend, we're doing live podcasts from iPhones with lightning connectors and microphones. It's really quite crazy. So a lovely talk from Durand in the afternoon after lunch. And finishing off with Stephen Picanza, the Creative Hustler Manifesto. And the MC, the host, all day on day one and also on day two, you can see there at the very bottom with the closing words, is Peter Billingham. Peter, fantastic chap. He has been with us since our very first conference 3 years ago now, the UK Podcasters Conference. And we're very much looking forward to having Peter back to MC the whole day and, of course, the whole weekend. Funnily enough, we have a little trick with Peter. He's going to be emceeing in 3 rooms at once, simultaneously on day 2. And if you want to know how he's going to be doing that, you'll need to be there. But it should be very exciting. So just to wrap up, newmediaeurope.com is where you need to go. If you have any questions at all, do feel free to post them. Thank you, Jeremy, for sharing the link there. And John, you're most welcome. I'm glad that was of help to you. Hopefully you get out there and start using this software to stream yourself. Certainly Izabela and I have noticed that it's been amazing. And Facebook Live currently seems to be the place to be to do these shows. I mean, we've been doing a daily show now in the last week heading up to New Media Europe, but I think it's something we'll consider putting into our content creation strategy going forward because it's just so powerful. Huzzah has been out there doing stuff. I mean, I haven't really seen the benefits of Huzzah.io yet, but it looks interesting. And I'm just going to head over to YouTube now to take a look at the stats on our YouTube and see exactly how the YouTube Live has been going. So let's go in here, live streaming. There's a live streaming tab in your Creator Studio, and I can see I am live there now, and it's going out. That's good to see. Yeah, brilliant. So yeah, it's fantastic. Yeah, there's been a few people watching on the live stream on YouTube as well. So just doing multiple live streams, I think is going to be something that's going to be huge for content creators going forward from 2016 into 2017. And the more platforms you can get on, the better. But Facebook, I mean, seems to be owning it at the moment, doesn't it? So Facebook Live, very good stuff. And I will leave you with one resource if you don't already know about this. Let me just pop it on the screen just before we say goodbye. If you actually go to this wonderful URL, facebook.com/live, you can actually see who's live around the world right now, and it will give you those lovely featured videos down the left-hand side. The bigger dots are sort of videos that are getting bigger audiences, but look at this. If I zoom in now to the Isle of Wight, can you see that? That dot on the Isle of Wight? That's us live right now. That's kind of meta, isn't it? Kind of crazy. So you can see that's happening right now from the Isle of Wight, and we're coming up just on the 30-minute mark now. So I really appreciate you sticking with Izabela and I for this 30-minute broadcast today. Very much hope to see you this weekend at New Media Europe. You can get your tickets right now at newmediaeurope.com. We've got tickets on sale for the full event for day 1 or for day 2 only, and also for that wonderful evening party that we will have to take down either later tonight or early tomorrow morning, as Izabela needs to get the numbers across to the venue. So we'd love to see you, newmediaeurope.com, and hope to see you in London this weekend.